Welcome to Game Plan. Today we're going to look at how Texas can use their strengths and exploit some matchups to create an inside run game against the Kansas State defense. Against Vanderbilt, Kansas State tried to stay in a 4-3 look most of the time. That is, they had 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs. Here Vanderbilt's in 11 personnel, and you can see the 4-3 look. Kansas State's in a 3 deep coverage. That means they have 2 cornerbacks and 1 safety responsible for deep thirds of the field. The boundary side safety in this case is coming up, and he's playing the flat to the 2 receivers side. I think if Texas puts 2 receivers to the field side, they're going to see a similar look, except for that safety is going to have to come up to the field side instead of to the boundary side. And I think there's a matchup that can be exploited there. Basically what we want to do here is we want to get the ball out to our slot receiver. In this case, it's Reggie Hemphill Maps. Quick. You got 2-on-2 out there, and that cornerback has a deep third. He can't come up fast because if he does, we'll use that outside receiver, fake the screen, and throw a deep ball over his head. So it's a pretty easy block for the outside receiver to come up and block number 20, the safety. And we're one-on-one. We get the ball to Hemphill Maps quickly, and he should be good for 7 to 8 yards because that cornerback, once again, has to stay deep. If he breaks a tackle, this play might go for a lot more. Another thing that Texas had some success with against Iowa State is the ISO play. Here, since Kansas State is in a 7-man front and there's only 6 blockers for Texas, we're going to have to do things a little bit differently, and I'll show you how they'll do that. First and foremost, we're going to fold the nose and the backer with a center and the backside guard. The reason for that is because a lot of teams will double team this play, but number 58 is a good run defender, and because of how Kansas State positions him on the field, I don't think that we can get to him on the double team, leaving him free to make a play. I think the fold gives us a better angle to get up to that second level. We'll go big on big play side, which just means the guard's going to block their lineman in a 3 technique, and the tackle's going to block the 5 technique, our lineman against their lineman. I want to run the tight end up to the play side backer, just trying to seal him off, and then the backside backer will be accounted for by the backside tackle. Since they have the extra men in the box, we're going to have to read this play. That basically means Shane Buechele, the quarterback, is going to watch the backside end and determine if he's staying at home, and if he is, he'll give him the ball, and the running back will be one-on-one with a safety. If the backside end decides to chase this play down from behind, Shane Buechele will pull the ball and keep it and replace his feet, reading that block by the backside tackle and cutting up the field. Another play I really like out of this is the power. Here we're going to put our tight end trips formation to the field side. I'm hoping Kansas State will eagle. That means put their 3 and 5 techniques to the field side as well, and that'll create some matchups to run power back to the boundary side. So in this, we're going to create a double team on the nose, try and get some movement there, and then the center is going to come off to the backside backer. A lot of teams try to kick out with the running back tight end. I don't think Texas has a lot of trust in their tight end to do that. So instead, I'm going to allow the guard to be the kick out block, and I'm going to use the tight end, in this case Cade Brewer, to lead up on play side backer. The play side tackle is going to down block on the middle backer, and we're going to cut the 3 technique to the backside so he can't chase the play down. There you have the give. Once again, our running back is man-on-man against a safety. We still have the unblocked backside in, so if he decides to squeeze, quarterback pulls the ball and replaces his feet. Another variation that can be done here is we can actually fold the backside tackle using the center and our backside offensive tackle. So the center would just go back and block the 3 technique, and the tackle would scoop up to the linebacker. The reason we do that is if we're having a hard time getting that backside tackle cut with the offensive tackle, we can use this variation. It's a little bit of an easier block, but it's also more complicated because it's going to lead the backside end down inside, which will give us a more high possibility of that pull read, but the backside tackle is not going to be able to make the block if he does pull the ball, leaving that backside linebacker unblocked to make a play on the quarterback. Against Baylor, Kansas State used more of their nickel package. You'll see here number 6 has come in. He's the nickel back. Baylor's 2x2 here, but they ran it against 11 personnel as well. So against the nickel package, we have some good matchups. You can still run the power that we talked about. You can read it. Another variation is you can use your play side tackle to block the middle backer. Use your center to block the tackle. And then go ahead and just block that backside in with your backside offensive tackle, and you don't have to read it. You can just give the ball, no read necessary. So both of those are good plays. I really like reading it because in this case, the backside in is outside, and I think it gives you a better chance to read it. If he were in an inside technique, I'd like blocking it this way a little bit better. Another thing I like against their nickel package is this trips to the field side with a tight end to the boundary. And what I like to do here is a little zone read. You'll see that they have to split out their middle linebacker, or maybe they leave the middle linebacker in the middle and split out number 46, the play side linebacker. Somebody's got to come over and cover the trip side. Well, that takes one more man out of the box, and it gives us a matchup advantage. Here we're going to fold with the center and the backside guard. Once again, backside guard getting up to the backer. Big on the play side. The backside tackle is going to come inside and look to block that backside backer. I want to widen the play side end here because I don't want him to try and crash down. Makes it a little bit easier block for the tackle. So I want to outside release with my tight end and then get him up, and he's going to check that cornerback crashing down. If the cornerback isn't coming down hard, he's going to get up to the third level and do what we call a home run block. Try to seal that safety and allow the running back to get past him. Once again, Shade's going to read the backside end. If he crashes, he'll replace his feet, reading the block on the back from the backside tackle. And if he stays at home, he'll give the ball to the running back, who's one-on-one with the safety. Now, Kansas State may decide to keep their 2 linebackers inside, but if they do that, we're 3-on-3 on the outside. And that gives us a pretty good chance to make a play in the screen game. So what we'll do there is it's just a line of scrimmage check. We see they're outnumbered. So Shane will call the audible into the screen. We're just going to block the cornerback and the nickelback with our 2 outside receivers, as Devin Duvernay in this case takes his bubble steps, get the ball out to him quickly, and then he's going to try and split those 2. And he's one-on-one with that safety. Once again, that safety's got to stay back. And if he comes up too early, we'll run a little play action off of this and get them over the top. All right, that's it today, folks. A few simple little plays that Texas can run. Really 3 run plays and a pass play to open up their run game, widen the defense, and take advantage of their matchups. Thanks for tuning in, and hook 'em horns.